And Trivandrum Airport's websites and many more have been hacked by Park cyber attackers. All the websites are in the same server, and these are mostly airport websites which have come under the attack from the hackers.
When the enemy struck, we struck back strong. They tried to break us, but we proved them wrong. When our airport was under attack that day, we hacked Islamabad, made them pay. We are the warriors, the shield of the land, guarding cyberspace with a mighty stand. Every phishing trap we tear apart, protecting India with a fearless heart. Coal India was hacked, they thought they won. We restored it back, the battle was won. Their every move we turned to dust. Cybersecurity, in us they trust. China sent phishing to steal and deceive. We launched Margarshak for people to believe. A tool for the masses to keep them aware. No hacker's trick could bring us despair. Cohen was launched for the vaccination call. We found the loophole before it could fall. OTPs could be stolen, vaccines misused. We sealed the breach, no chance for abuse. We are the warriors, the shield of the land, guarding cyberspace with a mighty stand. Every phishing trap we tear apart, protecting India with a fearless heart. We are the warriors, the shield of the land, guarding cyberspace with a mighty stand. Every phishing trap we tear apart, protecting India with a fearless heart. 130 plus clients we secured with pride, strengthening systems, standing side by side. Indian cyber security, our name so grand. We are the protectors of this digital land.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this session. Welcome from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Today's session is basically based on the machine learning, and a particular topic is called Build Your Fast AI Model Predicting Emotions from Text. Okay, so this is the very interesting topic. All you have to got to know that how we can predict our emotion from the text. Okay, for that portion you have to know the about of machine learning, how the machine is trained, how the model is trained, how model is learned from human. So you have to know all about this. So we are starting to this session. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to this workshop for the artificial intelligence and emotion detection. Today we learn something amazing. Like you will be build an AI model that can understand human emotions from text, just like ChatGPT does. ChatGPT, what it does, it will detect your emotion. How you can talk with the ChatGPT, it will also detect your prediction. Okay, so don't worry if you have don't know any AI, machine learning or Python. I will explain from scratch, like from zero step, and we will discuss all about the step by step process. Okay, so first what you have to know, first we have to know the what is artificial intelligence. Okay, so everyone should know that what is AI. This is the current technology, right? This is a very trending technology that is called as a AI. So it is the very basic roadmap, like you have to know the AI. After that you can know the machine learning. After that, what you learn the machine learning types, supervised, unsupervised. After that, you will learn some models, you will learn some classifiers. Then you can jump to the deep learning. Okay. After completing the machine learning, you can jump into the deep learning. There you will handle some neural networks. There you can see some many types of neural network in our deep learning models. You will learn all the algorithms in our deep learning. Okay, after that you will visualize some neural network like CNN, then RNN, LSTM. Those you can handle. After that, what you learn? You will learn some predictions, how you can neural network predicts our emotions. That's why we use the NLP. So here it comes to our base term. It is called as a NLP. Okay. So let's begin with the basic question. First, know that what is AI. Okay. So artificial intelligence or AI, it simply means what? It is a current technology. All we have to know the what is AI, right? So first we have to know what is AI. Artificial intelligence or AI, it means that making a machine behave like human, that can think, that can learn, that can understand language. Okay. So after that it can recognize the emotions. Okay. And AI tries to imitate these abilities using the mathematics and algorithms. Such that don't worry, you don't require any strong mathematical requirement, no requirement for the strong algorithm concept, okay. So but you have to know the basic algorithms like structure. What means algorithm is a step by step of a process, like, so when you are cooking, you are doing some process step by step. So algorithm means you have to structure in a step by step. Without algorithm nothing works. Suppose you are using Instagram, you are using Facebook, there should be any particular algorithm, right? Okay. So in a Instagram, there is an algorithm policy for the like, comment, share. Those are some algorithm. Those you have to maintain. Otherwise, your post will not reach to everyone. Otherwise, your post should be down. Okay, reach time will be down. So you have to maintain an algorithm. So you have to clear idea of the basic concept of algorithm. Basic mathematics. Basically, we are using the basic statistical mathematics in our machine learning and some statistical methods. Okay. Now come to the main portion. What is the actual definitions of AI? Okay, all we know what is AI. We know that AI is the artificial intelligence, but we never learned that what is the actual definition. What we can tell it is the perfect definitions of AI. So you have to maintain this. Okay, so for that only you have to mention what is AI, what is the perfect definition for AI, right? So this you have to know. First, I am telling what is definitions of AI. So artificial intelligence means AI. It is a field of computer science, right? We under the computer science there is a various but AI, DBMS, any other skills those you have to require for us become a software engineer. Okay, so artificial intelligence is the field of computer science that enables machine to perform tasks that normally require for the human intelligence. Okay, such as understanding the language, recognize a pattern, solving a problem, making decision. Okay, so you have to human can make any decision, right? Oh, okay, so we have to train our machine such that machine also can learn the decision making process. They can learn the solving the problem. They can also learn the decision making, like understanding our own language. Like computer only understand the 0 or 1. Okay, without 0 or 1, the binary number, they don't understand anything. So they will make a process such that we are making our text like this ABCD. They will not understand, they will convert it to the binary number. After that what they do, they will learn some techniques, they will implement some techniques, then they can learn. So clear idea about the AI, what we why we learn AI. So first I am giving some answer. Like when you are open YouTube, so the YouTube recommends you some videos, right? Okay, everyone open YouTube in their daily life. Okay, so that is the recommendation system. That is the another applications of AI, right? So when we are making some videos like Google Maps into predict the traffic, like suppose I am going to the from route A to route B. Okay. So what we learn? We have to see that is there any traffic? Is there too much traffic? Okay. So we have to predict that. How we can predict? We open Google Maps. Okay. There you can say that there is the orange mark. There you can say this is the large traffic. There is a huge traffic. We have to avoid this route. Okay, we have to cover another route that is less traffic. Okay, there is the prediction, like Google Map predicts the traffic signal, whether the traffic is there is high or the traffic is low. Okay, now comes to the Instagram. I already explained the what is the Instagram method is used. Like Instagram shows reels based on your moods. Okay, that's also AI. Okay, so suppose you think that how Instagram can make understand our moods only. Okay, so suppose you are very sad, that time Instagram will support you, or Instagram will, in your feeds you can see the many too much sad post. Why? They are detecting your location? No, they are just recognizing your moods, like you are searching for a sad status or sad song, then they can recognize it. That is the completely prediction by the AI. Okay, now comes to the evolutionary thing like chat gpt. Everyone heard about it, chat gpt. Now ChatGPT replies in the seconds. How? That is also the AI. This is the process of the LLM, large language model, is the back part of the ChatGPT, right? Now we have to understand. So these are the very applications that are AI is working. Now comes to the natural language processing. That is the important for our predicting our text. Okay. So before the natural language processing, you have to understand the types of AI. Okay. So what are the types of AI? So simple, there is a three types of AI. Okay. So I am giving you the how many types of AI are there. Okay. I am writing this. Okay. So I am writing here the types of AI. Types of AI. So there are basically three types. Okay, there is basically three types. We have to understand all the types. What are the three types of AI? Now comes to the things like what are the types of AI. Okay, first I have written the narrow AI. Narrow AI is basically what? Narrow AI is the weak AI. Weak AI means this is the very weak. They cannot do any work. Absolutely no. They can do work, but what is weak? Here weak means they can do in a limited work, not they cannot do any other work. Okay, that means your weak AI means they can do in a limited number of work. Now when I am telling narrow AI is the weak AI, now when I will give some examples of narrow AI, okay, then you will surprise how, because this much things is called as a weak AI. But when human does, human, suppose human don't know anything, okay, then we can consider he is very weak in mathematics, he is very weak in physics, he is very weak in coding, okay, then we can say. But here weak means not like that. Here weak means they can do anything in a limited part. Okay, I am explaining it to some limited extent. Okay, there should be some limited extent, not much like bigger extent. Okay, that means this is a weak AI. Now weak AI is basically what is built for the specific tasks. Suppose we have some tasks like we are using ChatGPT, we are using recommendation system, we are using spam filter. Those are called as a weak AI. Why? Because they are do some work that is trained already. Okay, we have machine already trained by the human. Okay, only by the human. But after that, what they do? They can do the work by themselves. Then we can say that that is not weak AI. Got it? I guess everyone has clear idea about the narrow AI. Now comes to the example. What is the example? Like Gmail spam filter. Now here comes to the another example. Like I am writing, there is a suppose a spam. Okay. There is a spam email. There is a spam email. Okay. So what is spam email? Everyone know that those email, those are not for us, our need, that those are called as a spam email, right? So there is a spam email. Suppose friend A received it. Friend A got that email. Okay. Spam email comes to whom? Friend A's inbox. Okay. Now friend A, what it do? He does that. This is, we recognize that this is a spam email. Now he detect and marked as a spam email. Okay, he marked it as a spam email. Okay, clear till now? So now what here does? Now he marked as a spam email. Now we are writing this. Now it got, now we got that spam box. Okay, Now the mail got in the spam box. Okay, after recognized by the friend A, it go into the spam box. Now another spam mail, same spam mail, not another, the spam email, same. Who got it? Friend B. Friend B got it. Where he got? He got his in inbox. Again, he got it in inbox. Then what it does? He also marked as a spam email. He marked as a spam email. Okay. After that, it goes to the spam box again. Spam box. Okay. Now comes to the another part. Now when the friend C got it, now friend C saw that this email is in spam box. Okay, the same email is now is in spam box. Now what happened here? This is called as a Gmail spam filter. Okay, there is also the AI that is working behind the scene. Okay, now the machine is trained successfully. At first, understand the case A. What is the case A? Case A. In case a spam email received in the friend's A's inbox. Okay, now what he did that's marked as a spam email. Now after that it goes to the spam box. Now case 2. Now we have learned, we have trained the machine that it is a spam email. Now machine can recognize it. Now what happened in case B? Case B, the same email got the friend B. Where he got? He got his in his spam box. Okay. Now he also again marked this as a spam email. Okay. Now it goes to the spam box. Okay. After that, second time when the machine learned again. Now in case C, now everyone can recognize what happened in case C. Case C, the same email when come another person like friend C. What is so he saw that this email is in his spam box. Okay. Now it is a perfect example of a AI trend, how the ML model is training. Okay, it is called as a Gmail spam filter. This is called as a weak AI. So now you can understand what is the configuration of weak AI or the narrow AI. Okay, so this is the, we can say that this is the large application, and but the AI says this is the small application. Why? Because we in front of the AI, this is the very small task, not the large task. We have to implement it when it can be so that it is a large task, but for the AI it is a very small task. They don't have to require any other policy, like they don't too much effort they have to put. Okay, so this is called as a narrow AI. I think everyone has clear concept. Now comes to the Netflix recommendation system. What is Netflix recommendation system? Suppose you have entered a movie in the Netflix. What the movie does, they will recommend it to the same movie. Suppose you have entered a horror movie. Okay, after that the machine trains that he is interested in his horror movie. Now machine will recommend it you in the, there is too many horror movie. Okay, this is called as a recommendation system. This is also the applications of the narrow AI or the weak AI. Now comes to the chat gpt. What chat gpt does, basically chat gpt trained a model. Okay, this is the inbuilt trained model. After that, when we will ask some questions to chat gpt, they will give a clear answer and the right answer. Okay, this is also the applications of weak AI. Why I have to say that this is the very large application, but why weak? Because they can work in a some limited application, like some to a limited extent. Okay, that's why we are called it a weak AI. Now think the chat gpt is called as a weak AI. Now when the super AI or the general AI comes, okay, then what much it can happen, they will do some large things. Yes, absolutely, yes, they can do the many things such that they will also overtake the human. Okay, it will, this generation will see it in the rest of the part, like when the applications of super AI we will just see in the cinema, like in some movies like chitti. Those are the some movies, or any other robotics movie we can see the applications of the super AI, but those are not in the applications. Okay, now comes to the second part of AI, that is called as a general AI. General AI means human level intelligence. Now think you are a human, you have some intelligence. Now same intelligence in this AI. Okay, then it is called as a general AI. Now think AI that can help like reason like the humans. Okay, that can think, that can cause the reason, that can understand the reason, okay, like a human. Okay, this is not created yet. Why? This is now application, not in application. This is now in the theoretical. This is now in a theoretical concept. Theoretical. Okay. In this theory, we can see that this is the general AI. What are the now comes to the next AI. That is called as a super intelligence. Okay. Super intelligence will come is a beyond of our human intelligence. It is called as a beyond it is beyond of human intelligence, means HI. Okay, so this is basically the great intelligence. Okay, now comes to the AI smarter than human in all tasks. This is called as a super AI. Like AI will more power, AI have the more power to do any task. They will not require any training, they will not require any model with which human will train. Okay, that is called as a super intelligence or super AI. Now it is also still theoretical, or we can say that it is a hypothetical. Okay, now you can say that what is the example of super AI? Is this valid or not? Yes, absolutely valid. There is a called Chitti, that is the robotics movie that you have also seen, that I thought. But in those movies, they are only like super AI will applicable in those movies, like Superman, Batman. Those have the superpower. They can do anything by their own, right? Those can be called as a super AI. I think everyone got a clear concept about the super AI. Now, if you have the clear concept about the super AI, now you will understand what is the NLP. Okay. Now, instead of NLP, we are trying to make you something like, now you have to understand the some machine learning concept. Like what is ML? What are the thing behind the ML? Right. So you have to understand about machine learning now. Now we have to see the overview of the machine learning, like what is ML, how you can work on the ML. Without ML concept, you cannot understand the NLP, because there is some steps like process. If you are doing some cooking, you have to maintain some process. So to understand the NLP, to understand the language, you have to understand from the scratch. Like you have to find some words, then you can learn the letter. You can write then paragraph. Okay, first you have to basic the alphabets, then you can write words, then you can write what a letter or a sentence, then you can write a paragraph. Okay, that much you can do. This is the small step by step process. Now comes to the ML. Like what is ML? ML means the machine learning, right? So now AI is the big field. Okay, one of the powerful field of AI is the called as a machine learning. So now we have to understand what is the definitions of machine learning. So definitions of machine learning is it is the method of the teaching computers to learn patterns. Okay, we have to learn some patterns. Okay, that then we can implement do anything. Okay, so machine learning is the same process. Like machine learning is the method of teaching computers to learn a pattern from whom from a data instead of being explicit program. Okay, no other there should be any explicit program, so they can learn. Okay, now we have to explain the machine learning in the step by step. Suppose if I show you the machine like thousands of picture of cats and thousands of picture of the dogs. Okay, if the machine will learn the patterns like ears, eyes, shape, tail. Okay, and it will automatically recognize it, whether it is a dog, whether it is a dog, or whether it is a cat, right? So now I am giving an example like how we can see this process. Okay, see, this is as a teachable machine. So this is the base demo, like what we show. Okay, this is a called as a teachable machine. Like we have to teach our machine first. There is many teachers, right? those who are trainers or those who teach us, they called as a teachers. Now we are teachers for whom? To machines, because we have to train our machine, we have to teach our machine like the flow wise, like what we can do, how we can do. Okay, this is the teachable machine where we can train our machine in a step by step process, right? So first we have to understand what is ML. I already explained what is ML. Like machine learning is the method to teach our computers to learn a pattern from a data. Like we have to learn from the data instead of doing some explicit program. Okay, now already I have also given an example. Like suppose we have a thousands of dog picture, thousands of cats picture. Now when we trained our machine of those picture, thousands of dogs, thousands of cats, now does the machine can detect it? We are learning first, machine is learning from us first, it is a dog's picture. How they can learn? They will look the ears, they will look the eyes, they will look the shape. Okay, after that they will learn the pattern, then they can automatically detect something. Okay, after the teaching part, I have to question you, because every students have the doubt, like whether the student is understand or not, how teacher can configure it. Teacher have to ask some question. Like this also you have to ask the machine some questions. I am giving another dogs picture from this thousands of data set or thousands of dogs picture. I am not giving those picture, I am giving any other particular picture which is different from them. Okay, now I am asking questions to machine whether this picture is dog's picture or cat's picture. Now if machine says that it is the dog's picture, then we can conclude that our machine is finally good trainable, like the accuracy is 100%. Otherwise we have to, if we got the output like cat, we have to say that machine is not perfectly teachable, machine is not perfectly explainable. Then we have to again train our machine with some complex model, then machine can learn easily, then machine can give us correct output. That is the flow. Okay, so I am giving the example like how the machine is learned. Now I am uploading some pictures. Okay, everyone is able to hear this. I am uploading some pictures. First I am training the cat's picture, I am giving some cat's picture. This is the cat picture 1. Okay, this look like this. Okay, this is the cat picture 1. How they can machine can recognize? They will see the eyes, they will see the this eyes, they will see the nose, they will see the ears, they will see the those, they can see the shape also. Okay, so I am defining it is a cat. Okay, here we are teaching our machine. Okay, you have to become a teacher of whom? Of machine. Now I am giving the second picture. Another picture I am giving. This is the second picture. Now again they will learn some patterns. They will look like the eyes, they will look ears, they will look nose, they will look the mouth, and they will look the shape. Okay. After that I am uploading another picture. We cannot do now the thousands or millions of pictures. Now we are taking the just 3 pictures. Okay. This is another picture. So there is the 3 cats picture. I am teaching our machine that these are 3 cats picture. Okay. Now another portion, there we have to say the class 2. Basically there is 2 class. Number class 1, another one is class 2. Now we are labeling the class 2 as a dog. Okay. Now we are giving a dog's picture. Now we are importing some dog's picture. So this is the dog's picture 1. Okay, so again machine will learn some outputs, like they will see the eyes, they will see the nose, they will see the mouth, they will see the legs, they will see the ears, and they will see the shapes. Okay, this is the perfect dog picture. Again I am giving another dog picture. Okay, this is the dog picture 2. Again they will learn the patterns, how the dog is look like. Now I am giving another dog picture. Okay, so these 3 is the dog's picture, these 3 is the cat's picture. Okay, done. Now what we will do, we will train our machine. Okay, how we can train it? We have to train by our own. Okay, without training we cannot say that our machine learns well, right? So we have to train our machine first. By which? By our machine learning algorithm, by with our machine learning model. So that's why you have to learn the machine learning patterns also. Okay, That's great. You have finally uploaded your all the pictures. Now you have to train your machine as a teacher or as a trainer. Okay, so you have to become a trainer of the machine. Okay, that's amazing, no? So now we are training our machine. Training model. Now we are training. So it's takes some time. Okay, see, training is on process. Okay, training is done. Now we will upload some pictures, right? After training, we will upload some pictures. How we can train it? There are some process of training. You have to understand it first. So there are, what are the process? There are the process of the epoch, batch size, and learning rate. Okay. Now you have to understand all it step by step. What is epoch? What is batch size? And what is learning rate? So first, I am giving you an example. First, I am giving an example with how machine works. First, we have to see what is epoch. Then we have to see what is the batch size, and then we have to see the what is the learning rate. Okay, so we have to see these all things in a step-by-step process. Now, first I am sharing the epoch. What is epoch? So I am writing it here in my notes. Okay, now I am writing this. See. So what is epoch? I have trained our machine like 50 epoch. What it means? It means that there is a epoch definition. Like epoch means one complete pass of the entire training set data. Okay, through the model. Suppose you have a data. This is a data. This is another data. So these are some pictures of cat. Okay, first you have to receive that this is a picture of cat. Now what we will do? We will train our machine with these pictures. Now machine will learn it. Machine will learn it. What does machine do? Machine will learn. Means we are training our machines, right? The machine will learn it. Clear? After that, what we learn? This the process is the epoch. Like an epoch means a complete pass of the entire data set through the model. Like you have to complete a pass through the model. This all the data set you have to visit. No example. If you have the 100 image, then one epoch is the model sees that there is the 100 image once. Okay, all the 100 image you have to put your manually. After that, what is the machine will detect in a one epoch. After that, 50 epoch means the model will seize all the 100 image in the 50 times. Now we have uploaded 3 pictures. Now it will do the 50 into means 50 epochs means 50 times it will revisit the images. Like I have uploaded the 3 cats picture. It will each cat image it will visit the 50 times. Now why it matters? So more epoch means better training and better learning, but too many can cause the overfitting. Like if you learn your machine extremely, then it can overfit. Means it will give you the 100% accuracy. That time your model will not be accurate. That time your model will be overfitted. So you have to remind that there should be not large epoch, but not low epoch. Then you can give the 50, you can give the 100 times also. Okay, that's the better. Okay. So now 50 is the moderate, like safe value in most cases. Okay. Now we have learned the 50 epoch, right? So this is the base process of the train our machine. Now what we'll do? We'll do the what is the batch size. Okay. We have completed the epoch. Now we see the what is the batch size. Now we are seeing what is the batch size. See. So a batch size I have given the 16. Like what it means? Like the first we have to understand the definition. Like the number of training sample processed at once before the model updates its weight. Okay, means you have some samples. Okay, you have to process those models when the weight are updated. So weight means inside our neural network, inside our model, there are some weights, there are some nodes. You have to understand it with. Now the simple understanding, like if the batch size is 16, the model trains our 16 image at a time, then it will update. Okay. Now why we need the batch size? Okay, small batch like 8 or 16, those are more accurate learning, and those are slower training. Okay, the training is very slow, but we cannot do it fast because we have to train our model fast. But we need the accuracy. No, we need the best accuracy. Now the large batch size means 32 or 64. Those are faster training but less stable learning. Okay, so batch 16 is a good quality and it is a default for every model and every prediction. So we have already discussed the batch size. We have already discussed the what is epoch. Now comes to the what is our main goal, like learning rate. I have already mentioned the what is the learning rate. The learning rate means it is the rate controlled by the big steps. Okay, when your model is updates your weight. Okay, if the learning rate is like high, if the training becomes unstable. But if the learning rate becomes too low, the training becomes very smooth. But what is the safe value? Our safe value is 0.001. Okay, see this, what is our safe value? We have taken the learning rate 0.001. So that is the safe value. Okay, so you have to understand what is epoch, what is batch size, and what is learning rate. And why the learning rate is important? Because it determines how quickly and safely our model will learn. What they learn? They will learn the cat's picture, cat shape, how the cats look like, how the dogs look like. So you have to have the clear understanding of this model accuracy. What is epoch, what is learning rate, what is batch size. Okay, this is very interesting things. Now how we can detect it? We have trained our model, like model trained. Again we are training it. Okay, okay, model have trained. Now we are switching to the files, like we have to give another picture like preview. Okay, see, I am giving some cat's picture like this. I'm uploading some dog's picture. Okay, so these are the dog's picture, these are the cat's picture. Now we'll train our machine. Machine is trainable. We have seen the 50 epoch. Now we are seeing the web. We are giving the files. Now from the file we are giving some cat. Okay, we are giving any other class. Now we are labeling as a cat, and this is dog. Now what we'll do? See, the output is come to the class A. Again we are uploading it, another cat's picture. Like now we are giving it a dog's picture. Now it is training. Now see, the class 2 is coming because class 2 means dog. Okay, so now we can see that there is a perfect accuracy of cat and dog. Okay, see, cat is giving as the 36% and dog is giving as a 64%. Means dogs have the more potential. Now here we are giving the cat. Now see, 97% is giving the cat and dog is giving 0 point something 3% or something. Okay, now we are giving any other example, like there is a 3 pictures, this and this, and there is a 3 picture with dog, this and this. Now we are giving another picture of cat. Now see what machine learns. Now machine learns that how they can predict. Okay, see, cat is giving the 99%, means our machine is learned successfully and we have trained our machine accurate way. Now this is giving the 99% accuracy. So I hope you have enjoyed this session. This is the how we can train our machine, how we can teach our machine. After that we are giving the output from the machine. Okay, so now we are giving the another docs picture. That docs picture is not in our input. See, this docs picture is not in our input. See this docs picture and see this docs picture. Compare. This docs picture is not in our input. Now what the output is coming? 100% dog. That means machine learned successfully well. So congratulations to everyone. You have successfully trained your first machine learning project. That is the teachable machine. So you have the basic concept of the machine learning. So clear everyone? Now we'll do another things, like we can now explain that how the machine learning is works. Okay, now if we say that we are taking some examples, like we cannot tell the computer if the sentence contain happy or classify as a happy, because emotions are complex. Why? Because suppose I am taking another example, I am crying with happiness. Okay, there is the keywords like happy in our emotion. Okay, so this is killing. Another example I am taking, this is killing me softly. This is also sadness. Okay, now how the machine learn? Machine will learn your pattern, then it can recognize your emotion. Okay, now for that things we have to enter into our NLP. NLP means natural language processing. Now you can understand the NLP. You have the clear concept of the machine learning. You have the clear concept of the see, you have the clear concept of the how we can train our machine, how we can see that there is the overview of machine learning. We have already seen how what are the machine. Now there is the machine learning type. There is basically the three types of machine learning. First one is the supervised, second one is the unsupervised, and third one is the reinforcement. So those are very important for our machine learning. Like what is our supervised machine learning, what is our unsupervised machine learning, what is our reinforcement machine learning. Okay, I will show another demo for this also. Okay, now we have to understand what is supervised learning. Supervised learning means basically it is on the label dataset. Suppose you have a house price prediction problem, there is some label dataset. Okay, so machine will take that input, like there is some input, there is some output. So machine will learn that input and output, they can indicate there is a labeling, and this is called as a supervised machine learning. Without labeling or without valid input, we cannot call this a supervised machine learning. Okay, now come to the unsupervised learning. What is unsupervised learning? Unsupervised learning means it is the type of machine learning where the model is trained on the data without label. Okay, without label means suppose I am giving you another things. Okay, we have searched news in the Google. Okay, there you come, like many types of news are coming, right? There is many types of news are coming for the 2 days. Like you can see here, News 18, Jasta, then Hindu, then the Indian Express, Hindustan Times. Though there is any level, yes, there is level, but there is no input, there is not output. That is called as a particular level, right? So 1 hour ago, there is a called as a DGCA, order immediate, that site as news. LOP, Rahul Gandhi, then another Amazon to invest 35 billion in India to create 1 million jobs by 2030. Now Goa nightclub fire, those are some news. So this is called as a unsupervised learning. When we are there is a heuristic things, right? So this is called as an unsupervised because there is no labeling. There is no labeling data, right? So that now you have the clear idea of the unsupervised learning. How we can say that this is the unsupervised learning. So unsupervised learning means it is a machine learning model that trains the unlabeled data. Means there is no label. Clear. Now we have to understand how we can recognize the unsupervised learning. We have to see there is a cluster, there is an unlabeled data, then we can recognize it as an unsupervised learning. Okay. So basically the clustering part we have to see. Now comes the third part. What is the third part? This is called as a reinforcement learning. So we have to understand it very clearly. Okay, what is reinforcement learning means? Okay, I am sharing how the reinforcement learning will work. Okay. Now comes to the reinforcement. What is reinforcement learning? In reinforcement learning, there should be an agent. Okay. There should be an agent. Okay. Agent will work. Okay. First, understand what is the definitions of reinforcement learning. So, reinforcement learning is the type of machine learning where the agent learns from the make the decision by taking the actions, right? In and suppose there is an environment, so they will make some decision from an environment. After that, what they do, they will maximize their output. Like the machine will do the various type of output such that they will get the maximized output, right? So unlike supervised learning, there can be level, there can be no level. That can they this is to their own decision. We cannot conclude there should be level, there should be not level. Okay. So instead of that one supervised and unsupervised, we can say that agent learn from the consequence of its action. Okay. So there should be some actions, there should be an agent, and agent will do some actions. If the agent will do the actions correctly, then it will get some rewards. Okay. So I am writing here, agent will do some works. Okay. Now we have to understand what is agent. Agent basically what they does. We can see that there is a life insurance agent. What they do, they will handle the client and server both side. How? So basically agent will get the performance, like it get the bonus from the customer and the client. Okay, customer is the client, and from the like life insurance, LIC company, any other company, so they will benefit by the both. They will do some tasks. Okay, they will do some tasks. After that, when the task is completed, if the task is correctly done, then what does, then it will get reward. Okay, if the task is good or if the task is done correctly, it will what it do, it will get some rewards. Okay, otherwise it will get punishment. What punishment mean, what is reward? So if the agent can do the work properly, okay, in that particular environment, so it is happening in a particular environment. Okay, what the agent do, agent will do the work in a particular environment. Clear? So agent will basically do the particular environment. Okay, it will get some rewards after that, otherwise it will get some punishment. So you have to understand what is punishment, what is reward. Okay, suppose you are doing a task, you have done the task clearly, then you can say that we will rewarding you, otherwise we will giving you punishment. That means that is same for the agent. Okay. Now comes to the next step. Can machine think? Okay, what is your opinion? Like, can machine think? We can say no, machine cannot think. But there was another idea, another concept of Alan Turing. You have to see it very carefully. Like, can machine think? The Turing test was done in the 1950s. Okay, at that time, how the Alan Turing perform this test. So first Alan Turing is given a test for the computer and a human. Okay, so human basically what they do, they will they will ask some questions to human, they will ask some questions to machine. Okay, you can see this image, like Turing test was happening in the 1950. Who performed this test? Alan Turing. There is some interrogator, there is some computer to be tested, and there is a human to be tested. Now interrogator asks some questions to computer. Okay, interrogator asks some question to computer, and they ask some question human. So now what they got, that machine can think, and it is proved by the Alan Turing at that time in 1950s. Okay, so you can conclusion that according to the Alan Turing, machine can be think, that is proved in the Turing test in 1950s. Okay, so this Turing test is the very important for us. Okay, now comes to the another part, like why we learn the NLP. So before entering into the NLP, we have to learn the concept and we have to learn the step-by-step process. Like what is computer science? We all know about the computer science. There is a branch. Okay. So AI is the part of computer science. Okay. We all know. Now there is another part, like one is a symbolic learning, another one is a machine learning. So in case of symbolic learning, there is some robot, there is some computer vision, and in case of machine learning, there is some pattern recognition. Okay. Now there is a two branch in the machine learning. First one is the statistical learning and second one is the deep learning. So in case of statistical learning, we can say there is a speech recognition and NLP. Here comes our important part and today's topic, which is called as a NLP. So you have to understand how NLP comes. So if we start the NLP at the beginning of the class, you cannot understand it properly. Like how you can learn NLP, how it comes. It comes from the machine learning, then statistical learning, then comes to the NLP. And the main branch is computer science. So we can conclude that the roadmap is first you have to understand the computer science, then you have to understand what is AI. Then after that, AI machine learning is the branch of AI. You have to understand it is there. You have to understand the clear concept of machine learning. Then you have to understand that statistical learning means those portion in machine learning, those are in a statistical and way. After that, you can understand the NLP and speech recognition. Okay, NLP can track the sentiment analysis, speech recognition, emotion analysis, anything. Okay. Now another branch is a deep learning. In case of deep learning, there we can see there is a part of the neural network. Okay. In deep learning model, there should be some neural network. There should be some complex neural network. Like neural network means there should be convolutional neural network. There should be recurrent neural network. There should be LSTM means long short time memory neural network. Okay. Any other things? Now inside of the deep learning there is a CNN and there is the other part of the computer vision. So these are some roadmaps. And comes to the symbolic learning, there is also process of the image processing, robotics and computer vision. Clear? So this is the basic roadmap for us. Now we have to understand the NLP. What is the NLP? Why we learn NLP? Now we have to go to the deep dive of the NLP. Like how we can handle the NLP, how we can go to the NLP. So you have the clear idea how you can go to the NLP. So before NLP reading, you have to learn the concept of AI, concept of ML, concept of supervised learning, types of ML. Then you have to basic idea of the deep learning also. That is not required about the NLP, but you have to understand it well. Now comes to the NLP. Now let's go for the deeper into part of the AI that understand our human language. Okay. So this field is called as a natural language processing or NLP. Okay. So first we have to understand the definitions of NLP. What is NLP? Why we learn NLP? Okay. So NLP is the branch of AI that enables computer science to understand, interpret, and generate some human language. Okay. So what you understand from this sentence? Like I have told you, NLP is the branch of AI, right? That enables computers to understand, interpret, and generate some human language. Okay. So this is concept of NLP. Now come to the some real life example. Like I think everyone have used the Siri. Okay. Siri is called Alexa, Siri, those are. You have also understand that Google speaker like Google Assistants. Okay. So when Google completes your sentence in the Siri or Alexa, or otherwise when WhatsApp shows in the autocorrect, now when the YouTube captions in a video, those are some generated by the AI. Okay, inside AI, the main part is working by the whom? By the NLP. So what are the example? I am again explaining you. I am writing this. Otherwise. Now comes to the real life example of NLP. Now comes to the real life example of NLP that I have showed in this board. So you have to understand the what are the real life example of NLP. So first come to the example. When you talk to Siri, okay? When you are talking to Siri, they will also compress your answer. Now when you Google completes your sentence. Like you have written, like I need the box apple. Okay, you haven't completed this sentence. Like you need the box of apple. So now Google can automatically correct it. How? They use the NLP because they have the clear understanding of the natural language processing. Okay. Now when WhatsApp shows you the autocorrect button, okay, in the suppose you have written the apple, you have make the spelling as a AAPLE. So this is the wrong. See here also NLP works. How? This is shows that your spelling is incorrect. Okay, that's why how NLP works. Now when we click it, see they are sampling some check like apple, ample, apala. Okay, they are giving these three. So these are some real life example, right? How they can work. See, this is called as a NLP. Now when we click it, the autocorrect is will be go. So they will give you correct suggestion. Now suppose you write box, you have written bags. Okay. See again they are giving that this is error. Now when we open that spelling error, the bags, box and brags. When we click on box, okay, you have to write the box. Then it will remove the autocorrect. Now if you write the suppose mango, MANHO, you have written maho. Okay. Now again when you click it, see macho, mango, manhood. They are giving some words. Those have the meaningful word. You have written manho. There is no meaning of manho, right? So that's why the autocorrect button, WhatsApp's autocorrect button also works like same. So when you click on the mango, it will automatically remove mango. See now no autocorrect is coming. So this method is called as a autocorrect. We have you already used in WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger. When we are typing something, then the suggestion will be coming. Now in case of YouTube, the caption of video, like whether our captions will be given for a video, then ChatGPT, any other AI can also generate it in easy way, right? So that's why NLP works in that way. Okay, so I think everyone understand how the NLP works. So all these are called as NLP that is shown in the whiteboard. Okay, I hope you have understand it well. How the NLP works, what is the basic fundamental things of the NLP. Okay, then we can say the actual definitions of NLP. Okay, so what is the NLP definition? So NLP is the branch of AI. We all know that it is a branch of AI that enables computer to understand, interpret and generate human language. Okay, so they will generate some human language in such a way by the help of the NLP. So this is called as a natural language processing. I hope all you will understand. Okay. These are some examples. Now we have to think why NLP is difficult, because many one have those who already learned NLP. They told that it is very difficult. We cannot understand anything. But why? So because human language is complicated, right? Human language is very much complicated. What we are understanding that cannot understand by a dog, that cannot understand by the cat, that also cannot understand by the computer. That's why it is very complicated, like with our own language. Okay, we have to understand why the human language is difficult. So why? Because there is a multiple meaning, there is also a emotions, there is a grammar difference, there is a slang, there is a emojis, there is a misspellings. That's why human language is very complicated. Okay, now comes to the another example. I am writing a example. Suppose I am writing this example. I am writing an example. I literally died laughing. Okay, so I literally died laughing because he have the emotion like positive way. Okay, that is the positive. That's why we marked as a positive. Okay, but that is also difficult. That has a tough term like I love difficultly, but I died difficultly. So this is the laugh term and difficult term that cannot be understood by the machine. Now the next one is the great, just great. This is the sarcasm, like negative. It can be negative. Why negative? Because if someone have done a wrong things or someone have done the good things also, we say that great, great. Like if someone does the wrong things, like someone have done the wrong implementation in their project or anything, so what the manager will say, great, just great. How? There should be the complicated terms like, but computer cannot understand just great, just great, they cannot understand easily. This is the negative word. Okay, that's why human language is the very complicated. Okay, so no one can understand it very quickly. Okay, so that's why machine cannot understand. That's why the NLP is required for the machine learning. So this complexity is why we have to require the machine learning and NLP. I hope you all understand why we need the NLP. Okay, I have give you some real life examples. Okay, there are the two examples you can see in my board. First one is the I literally died laughing. This is the positive, but there is a term called died. I am marking it. There is a term called died. So machine will think that died. So is that person died? But no, you have used this died as a positively. That's why you have to detect this as a positive. But great, the machine will say that great is the correct word, it is a positive word, but no, this is in the case of the negative word we have used. Okay, these are the sarcasm, right? So I hope you understand well how why NLP use. NLP means natural language processing. I am explaining again and again, right? Now comes to the how the emotion is detected, or else how we can detect the emotions. First comes to the basic part of the NLP. See, definitions of NLP, you can see here, like the natural language processing is the branch of AI that focus on the interaction between computer and human. Okay, basically you have to do the interact between computer and between the human. That's why you have to learn the NLP. So it enables machine to understand, to interpret, and respond to human language in a meaningful way, right? And it will also get the difference between human emotions and all communications. Now the importance of NLP, I already explained the real life example. Like I have already gave the two example. What are the two example? First one I have given you the I literally died laughing, and the second one great, just great, right? So those are some example I have mentioned you earlier. So NLP is crucial for AI as it enables machine the process of analyze large amount of natural language data, allowing better human computer interaction, information retrieval, and the data understanding. That's why NLP is very important, right? So this technology is at the core of the many AI applications, enhancing the effectively and usability, right? After that comes to the applications of NLP. I already showed you the application. Like NLP is applied for the various fields, such that the chatbot for the customer support. Okay. Suppose you have opened the chatbot of a customer support, right? There you can say you are typing something, you are explaining your problem, they will answering you automatically. There why NLP is learned. Okay. So NLP was integrated in that chatbot also. Okay. How the chatbot was trained? They will train with the NLPs and other all other machine learning models also. Okay. Now in social media language translation is there. Okay. So when we are implementing the Google Translate, okay. Okay. We are searching Google Translate. Okay. We are opening the Google Translate. See, this is the Google Translate, right? So here also NLP works. How? See, just I am writing. I have many bets. Ba bets means they are converting into batur. Okay, not I have many books. Okay, okay. Now it convert to the Bengali language like আমার অনেক বই আছে, right? So it will convert it to the Bengali language. Also we can convert it into Hindi language. मेरे पास बहुत सारी किताबें हैं. We can convert it any other language like these are Agwaj. Okay, those are many types of language we can convert it into. Okay, so this is the way how the NLP is working. There is also integrated the NLP. This is the live example, right? So now you have to understand well how the NLP is working. Okay. Now see this, how the applications of NLP. I have already explained what are the applications of NLP. These are some applications of NLP, right? So you have to understand it well, how the NLP is working, how all other things are working. Okay. So now applications of NLP in everyday life, like NLP applied in the various fields such as chatbot for the customer support. Okay, these are some applications of NLP in the chatbot in customer support and all. So you have to understand it very well. Okay, so for this one we have to give some implementation, like you have to understand how the AI works, how the NLP works. So we are also providing you some courses also. What are the courses? The course was basically integrated with the machine learning. What are the steps, what are the performance measure? Okay, those you have to learn with. First you have to do the understand how we can learn the machine learning, how we can learn the steps also. Okay, so first you have to do the steps by step process. Okay, what are the process? Basically the process are, you have to maintain a language. First you have to learn a language. What is language? Means Python or any other language. You can mention there is a Python language, then you can learn the machine learning, then you can learn the artificial intelligence. So those you have to maintain. Okay, so how we can see, there is the machine learning model, like how we can understand the machine learning model. If you don't know Python, you cannot understand your machine learning problem. So you can enroll a course for ourselves, like how we can enroll in our course. You can, there is a given phone number below the session, so you can note it. You can call us, how we can understand the courses. Like you have to first understand Python, basic Python. If you don't know about Python, you cannot do anything, because our language is important for every software, for every applications, right? So you have to understand the Python well. Then you can jump into the machine learning. How, what you see in the machine learning, they are showed it, you have, will explain some machine learning models, like they are showed a trainable machine. You can see that there is the various type of machine learning: supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. You will learn many applications, not the application, you will tackle with the real time applications, right? You will learn how the real time Google, how the Google Alexa, that's are built. Okay, how the machine learning chat GPT is built. Okay, so those are some applications that we'll learn. Okay, so these you have, you can learn, can enroll in our course, right? After that machine learning course, what you can do, you can take the artificial intelligence course, you can take the deep learning course also. In the part of deep learning, what you learn, you will learn neural networks. You will learn various type of neural network called CNN, LSTM, RNN, right? If you understand the neural network, RNN, CNN, LSTM, then you can easily understand the NLPs and all. Okay, after that you can done the NLP and neural network, then you can jump to the artificial intelligence course. This is the whole course, means there should be the ML, DL, those are the sub part of the artificial intelligence. Next, you can easily enroll for the artificial intelligence course. This is the perfect roadmap for you. Okay, so we are providing it for you. Okay, that's why you can learn the artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is currently trending technology. You have to know that. You can apply in your own business also, you can apply it in your own applications also. Okay, such that you can do it by the course. Okay, so I hope you have understand what is the roadmap for the NLP, how we can do the AI engineer, how we can do the ML engineer also. So we are already provided you the industry-based use cases. Like what are the current industry going on? Okay. Now comes to the NLP part. So we already explained, we have already showed you the NLP, right? Which are using in our daily life. Okay, that is the chatbot that can, this is for the customer support role. Okay, these are the some NLP demonstrable for the data processing and in our everyday life. Now comes to the understanding of emotion detection. Okay, so everyone know that we have some emotions, we have some emotions to predict. Okay, how we can predict it? We can predict it easily by our own human faces, right? If your own, or if your anything friends is sad, you can easily predict it is a sad. But how machine can predict it? So we have to understand it, how machine can predict those things. First, see that how we can predict the emotions from the machine. First, you have to understand the emotion detection. This is the ability of the AI to understand the human emotions. From which? From text. Okay. So first understand what is human emotion. Emotion detection is the process to identify the emotion behind the text, such as happiness, sadness, anger, love, fear, or surprise. Right? Those are the what is emotion detection. Now we have to learn the why emotion detection matters. Because emotion is in AI we use in customer services, right? In the customer services, that which are the angry customer, which are the sad customer, which are the happy customer, we can easily detect. So we can integrate a NLP inside our chatbot. Then it will understand the customer is, whether the customer is angry or not, whether the customer is happy or not, whether the customer loves our product or not. We can easily understand. That's why emotion detection is very important. Also we can understand the mental health, like we have the very pressure in our corporate life, or we can have the very pressure in our personal life also. So that mental health will detect your sadness, your depression, those can be detected, right? So that's why we can understand that we have to understand the detection method. Okay. Now we have to understand what are the types of emotion, like social media. In social media, suppose I am giving you an example of social media. In social media, what they detect? They detect the speeches. Okay. So suppose you are doing a reels, or you are giving some influencer products. Okay. That's why they can detect your emotions. Okay. In that reels or in that video. Okay. So those are some emotion detection. After comes to the marketing part. In marketing, what we have to detect? We have to detect the satisfaction for the customer, right? So whether the customer is satisfied with our product or not, whether the customer needs more improvement or not. So those can be detected by the NLP, by the AI detection, right? Now comes to the chatbot that I have already explained to you, like for respond differently based on some modes. Okay. So emotion AI makes machine more human. Okay. So that is the main important part. Now how AI understand text? Okay. We have to understand that. We can easily understand text, right? But our text, how machine can understand? Before that, we have to see that like emotion detection involves the analyzing the text to identify the emotion behind it. Okay, that this capability is crucial in enhancing communication, allowing machine and interpret the response, okay, to human emotion more efficiently, which is essential in the various applications like customer service, mental health analysis. Those are some human emotion. Now the how AI works, how the AI model works. Okay, there should be some step-by-step process, right? So first you have to understand what are the process. So what are the first process? Now the important question is how can a computer understand language? Okay, this is our point. Like how? So first I am writing this in my whiteboard. See. Okay, so we have to understand like how the human computer can understand the human words. Okay, first give an example, like computer do not understand English, Hindi or Bengali, right? They cannot understand the language because they have no idea. So computer only understand the numbers. That's why you have to make our languages to a numbers. Without numbers, they don't understand anything, right? So we must convert text to numbers. So we have to convert our text to which? To numbers. Okay, I am writing here. This concept also know by a schoolboy, right? Text to numbers. So you have to convert it. The basic computer science is implemented by this, right? Now what is come to the points? This conversion from text to numbers, this is called as a tokenization. I am writing it as a tokenization. This is called as a tokenization. Okay. So what is tokenization? You have to understand it first. What is tokenization? So tokenization is breaking a sentence into smaller parts called token. It is usually words. Okay. So we have to break some token in a, like suppose I have a sentence, I love pizza. Okay, so we have to break this word sentence or words in a token. Like what are the tokens? There's a token called I, there's another token called love, another token is called pizza. Okay, these are some tokens, right? So how the tokens are broken? So this we have to see the text cleaning. Okay, so for the step 2, what we have to do, we have to do some steps. First, what is the step 1? I am writing this. The step 1 is the step 1. Okay. Step 1 is the tokenization. Now step 2, I am writing this step 2. What is step 2? Step 2 is basically the, after tokenization, what we can do? We can do the text cleaning, right? First we have to clean the text. So I am writing in text cleaning. Text cleaning, right? Then step 3. Step 3. What is step 3? Step 3, we have to do the vectorization. So these are some parts, right? Step 3, step 2, step 4. This is called as a 3 steps process, like vectorization. So I am writing vectorization. Vectorization. So first step on what is tokenization, we have to understand it well. So tokenization means I already explained. So I have to, some tokenization means the breaking in a sentence into smaller parts called token, usually words. The sentence means I love pizza. I have to break in a token. I love pizza. These are some tokens. Now comes to the step 2. Step 2 means text cleaning. Okay, text cleaning means the text cleaning, removing the unnecessary parts of text to help the AI better understand. Okay, some lower casing, removing some punctuation, like removing some numbers, removing some extra places. Okay, so I love pizza. There I is in a capital word, love is in a capital word, and pizza is in a small word. So it will remove the upper casing, it will convert into a lower case, like I love pizza, it will convert to the lower case. Okay, after that vectorization, what vectorization means? Vectorization is the another important part for ours in case of NLP. What? So this is the most important part. You have to understand it well. So what is vectorization? Vectorization means converting a text into numbers. So ML can understand it. Okay. So machine cannot understand the text. They have to convert it into numbers. That's why vectorization means converting a text into a numbers. Okay. Clear? Now why numbers? Basically computer do math. Okay. Mathematical problem. Or the patterns in maths, it is called as intelligence. Okay. So, what is the vectorization methods? So, there are some vectorization methods called the term frequency, inverse document frequency. Those are some vector process. Like suppose you have a words like the, is, and, get, low, sad. Those are some common words. But important words were what? Happy, love, sad, hate. Those are some important words to make understand any other emotions. This is called the term frequency, inverse document frequency. Okay, so term frequency and inverse document frequency is what? It is the method that assigns importance codes to word based, how frequently they appears in a sentence, and how they are there in an entire data set. Okay, this is called as a TF-IDF. Okay, now what is the next process? Next step, I have already write the 3 step. Now next step is what? Next step is the machine learning model. Okay, now we are starting next step. Step 4. Step 4. ML models. Okay. Now we have to train our whole things in the ML models. How we can train it? So we can use the many types of ML equations, like many classifiers are there in our machine learning. Logistic regression, KNN, SVM. Okay. Those are some classifiers. We can use the logistic regression. So logistic regression is a machine learning algorithm used for classification. It predicts what? It predicts the happy, sad, angry, fear. Those can be predicted by the logistic regression. Okay. How it works? First, it will learns the pattern in a training data. In case of dogs and cats picture, we are training. So how they can learn? They are learning from a pattern, like dogs is identical in this shape, cats have this much figures, this much shape. Okay, they were learning from whom? From the training data that we have implemented. Okay, now after learning from the training data, what it does? Calculating the probabilities of each emotions. Okay, if suppose there is a emotions, okay, they will calculate the probability of the each emotions. Now selecting the highest probability emotion. Okay, now they will select the highest probability emotions from those. Okay, this is called the step 4, like we have to implement the machine learning model. Next, after that, what we will do? Now step 5. Step 5. So in case of step 5, we'll predict the model, like prediction. In step 5, we'll do the prediction. Prediction, it is the final steps. Okay, what do we predict? We predict the emotion. Okay, so how it works, how we can predict the emotion? So there are some process. I am giving a flow, user flow, like how the input prediction is going on. So I am writing it. So first we have some user input, right? User input with text cleaning. Okay. After that we have to do the text cleaning. After that we have to do the vectorization. After that we will do some implement some ML models. Then the emotion output is giving out. That's how the process is going on. Okay. So first we have some user input. Then we have to do the text cleaning. Then we have to do the vectorization. Then we are apply some ML models. After that we will get some outputs. So this is the how the whole process is actually going on. So I hope everyone understood this, how the process is going on. Okay. Now comes to the how the model works. We have already explained it. Like this is the process of how the AI model is working. Now comes to the next section. Like what is the next section? Now we will build some real life applications. Now we will do the coding, like how we can implement. Now we can go to the advanced part, like not in much advanced, but we will learn some from the basic also, but it will detect some advanced part, it will cover some advanced parts also, like you can already build a system that will be predict your emotions. Okay, so first we have to understand what are the data inputs and processing. Like AI model begins and receiving the raw data, which must collected and prepared for the processing. This involves cleaning the data, removing the noise, and transforming it into a format suitable for analysis. So in emotion detection, the text data is basically processed to identify the relevant features that can help to determine the emotion context, right? So that's how the process is going on and the whole process is working. Then model training, I already explained this term. Next is the prediction and output. Like final output is what? Our actual emotion from this text. Or after breaking that tokenization, vectorization, data cleaning process, we'll get the output. Now setting up your environment, like how you can predict the emotion. If you do in the local environment, like you have to install the Python, like Python as a primary programming language for the AI and ML. Next, you can do the virtual environment, like create a virtual environment to manage the dependency specific of your project. Next, what you can do, you can do the install the required library. We'll show you how to install. You use pip install essential libraries like NLTK, TensorFlow, PyTorch, NLP. After that, what you can do, you can choose the integrated development environment like ID, like Jupyter Notebook, then Google Colab, VS Code also. Next, what you can do, we can verify the installation, like run the simple script to confirm the installation was successful or not. Okay, this is some process. After that, some hands-on coding activity like building your fast model. How we can do, we will now do the hands-on coding activity. First, we have to collect our data. How we can collect our data, I am showing you. Okay, you can see here, this is the coding. We have opened the Google Colab platform. Here we can write our coding. So first we have imported our text block. So text block, you can import the from the text block. Okay, so what is text block? You can understand, we have to understand what is text block. So text block is the general block, like longer bodies in text, like what tokenizer, okay, then NLTK anger, then pattern analyzer, okay. Those are some called as a text block. Like they can easily understand your text like NLP format. So we have to import it from text block. We have to import the text block. After that, what it does, we are taking a variable txt as an input. Like we can enter anything that we are filling. Now the score will be created like text block. What this does, dot txt format, and it will detect your sentiment. Like it will return a tuple from where the polarity in a float in a range, like some inside a range, okay. Now the what is polarity? Polarity is a function we are using to detect the sentiment. If the score is greater than 0, okay, there are some scores. If the score is greater than 0, what AI print? AI print that the emotion is positive. Is it the score? If the score is less than 0, what it will print? It will print the emotion is negative. Else, what it will print? It will print AI emotion is neutral. Now we are running it. Okay. First we have to run it. Now entering your feeling, like what we are feeling. देखो, we are writing I am happy. So the emotion is positive. Great. You have successfully completed your first model with the help of the text block. That what is coming as output, I am happy. We are taking as a positive emotion, right? If we write I am sad, what it comes? It will come the negative emotion. If we write the I am not happy, not sad, what it comes? It will come as a neutral, right? That's why you can implement your processing, right? So this is called as a, this is a small demo that you have to see, okay. Now we have to see the step by step process, like how we can make a model of prediction, okay. So how we can make a prediction of the model, we have to see step by step. So this is the first just a demo for the pre-processing, right? This is the not you have to require to do this, but you have to remember this for your further advanced prediction. But this is just a demo how you can predict a mode, okay. So first we have to build a emotion detection AI model from zero to hero coding language, right? So we are doing now this. First, what are the first steps? We have to import our libraries. What libraries we are importing? We are importing pandas. We are importing TFIDF vectorizer for vectorization. Okay, that I have already explained you what is vectorization. This TFID vectorizer does that vectorization process. Okay, now we are importing train test kit. Why? Because you have to get the train accuracy, you have to get the test accuracy. That's why this is very important. After that, what is done? We have given the multinomial NB. Multinomial NB means it is a knife-based classifier. We already explained some classifiers. If you didn't attend the previous workshops, there we have shown you the classifiers. What are the types of classifiers? Okay, so you have to see this video from the mm, in our playlist, live playlist, right? After that, or else you can take a course from us, like how we can see the what are the classifiers. We will details in the each class for each and every class. We'll show you the details if you take a course from us. Okay. So what is the knife-based classifier? The knife-based classifier is the multinomial model. Okay. For the knife-based classifier, it is suitable for the classification. Okay. For the discrete feature like word count, text classification. Okay, it distributor normally requires the integer count. However, in practices like functional count such as the TF-IDF that I have already explained, it will also work for the multinomial NB. Next, we are getting the accuracy score for loading our accuracy. Okay, so first we are running it. It is successfully run in 0 second, right? Okay, I hope everyone is doing with me these practicals. First, what we have done? We have done first importing some important libraries. Those libraries are required for this project. Okay, so we have imported all the necessary libraries. Next, we are creating the emotion dataset. Okay, with fun sentences. Okay, so what are the emotion dataset? For this emotion dataset, we have to knowledge the dictionary. We have to know the knowledge of the Python. How we can make the data frame. How we can make the dictionary. Okay, so we are taking a dictionary called text. Inside the text, I have written that I am very happy today. This is positive emotion. This made me sad. This is a sad emotion. I hate this so much. I love this. I am scared of the dark. Wow, this is the amazing. This is the worst day. I feel so lonely. So made of day. I am exciting angry. These are some emotions. So what are the emotions? Sad, happy, sad, angry, laugh, fear, surprise, sad, happy, angry. So those are some emotions we have trained to our machine. After that, we are creating the data frame. Okay. So you have to knowledge about the Python. Like without Python knowledge, you cannot create the data frame. Okay. So now we are creating the data frame. Okay. We have successfully run it and see. Text and emotions are printing. In the text column, all the text are coming. Like I am very happy. This emotion is happy. That's why we have trained our machine. After that, we'll ask the same question to our machine after building a model. Then we can get the answer from the machine, whether our emotions is happy, whether our emotion is sad, whether our emotion is angry, or whether emotion is lovable, okay, or fear, or surprise, anything. We can easily detect. See, I am very happy today. This gets a happy. This made my sad. You can say the sad. I hate this so much angry. Then love, fear, surprise. Then it will detect sad, happy, angry. Clear? That's why we can make a data set. Okay. If you cannot build a data set, you can get in the from the another dataset source. There are many sources like Kaggle, any other things. So you can refer those dataset sources. Okay. Now after that we are converting the text to number. So I have already discussed the conversion of the text to number. What is the process? What is the process? We have explained again and again. What are the process? You can say. So the process is called what? Vectorization, tokenization, that I have already token. Like, okay. So there is some process. We have already mentioned that steps. The first step is tokenizations, like text to numbers. We have converting. After that, step two, data cleaning, is text cleaning. After that, step three, vectorization. After that, step four, ML models. After that, step five, prediction emotion. Right. This is the final step. Whether we are giving the correct output or not. So tokenization we are performing. Convert text to number. So what we have taken, vectorizer equals to TFIT vectorizer. That is the process. Okay. After that, we are taking a x as a vectorizer dot feet underscore transform. Inside our data frame, we are giving the text, like this text are we are given. Okay. Next, we are predict the only emotions. Now we are training it. Okay. Done. Those emotions have converted to the numbers. Okay. Now we have to split for the training and testing part. Okay, so you have to know that there should be a training data set, there should be for some data set used for training. So there are ratio like 70-30 or else 80-20. These are some ratio whether we can mention our data set. Okay, so we are simply training our splitting our training. So first X train and X test, Y train and Y test. So train test split we have performed XY and test size we have taken 0.2 means 80-20. 80% is for using for training and 20% is for training. Okay, we have successfully splitted our training dataset. Now train means the learning part. Okay, whether the dataset is learning or not. The testing part is checking part. Okay, so you have to remember this testing and training. What are the train? What are the testing? Training means learning part and testing means checking part. So I hope everyone understand these things also. Okay. Next step 5, we have to train the emotion model. I have already explained what are the emotion model we can take. Here we have taken the multinomial NB. Okay, this model we have taken. So there is said that model trained successfully. These are the step-by-step process you can follow with me. Okay, so these are the some process. What process we have done from the beginning? First, we have done importing libraries, like those those are required. Then we can done the creating an emotion dataset. We are making our own dataset. Like we have given some text. After that, emotion is extracted. Those emotion we have mentioned, and we have given a dataset like text and emotion. Okay. After that, we have converted the text to number. That means tokenization we have done with the TFID vectorizer function. After that, we have convert the emotion, like we have splitting the training data set like X train, X test, okay, Y train, Y test into a 70-30 or 80-20. Here we use 80-20 because test size is 0.2. Next train means we have already learned like learning part. Test size means checking part. Okay. Till now, I hope anyone have any no doubt. Okay. Now comes to the step 5, like training the emotion model. Here we have taken the model multinomial NB and model.feed. In the feed, we have passing the train and test. After that, we can model train successfully. We can conclude. This is the magical moment. AI learned the emotion from text. Okay, these emotions are learned by the AI via text. Okay, that's great. Okay, now the step 6. What is the step 6? The step 6 is the test accuracy. We have to predict the test accuracy. We are predicting it. Okay, after that predicting the test accuracy, we can perform while true, like text input. We are giving the text input. Okay, we are writing anything here. So here we are giving some text. So we are copying it from our train data. So first copy this thing. I am very happy today. So the predicted output should be happy, right? So now I am verifying it whether the model successfully learned or not. Now we are pasting it here. Now we are giving the enter. See, the output is what? Happy. Now congratulations to everyone. You have successfully trained your first model. You have built your first model. Whether the text is predicting with your text or not, whether the AI is predicting your text or not. That's why the output is coming happy, right? So congratulations to everyone. You have successfully made your first AI model that can predict your emotions from which? From text. If we write here exit, then we can easily exit. See, we can write exit. Okay, it will stop running. After that, again we are running. We are getting another emotion. Like there is another part. Okay, wow, this is amazing. We are copying it and we are pasting it in our output. Then see what the output will come. See, this is come as a not a good. Like this, the we have to again train our machine. Okay. Next, we are exiting it. Now we are again learning it. Okay, now we are giving another out text, like this is the worst day. So I am writing this is the worst day in our output. Now see what's come. See, yeah, emotion is sad. Perfect, this is the worst day, this means you are sad, right? So that's how your model again learned better. After that you can run successfully and the output is given perfectly. That is how the process how you can predict your emotions from the text. So I hope everyone cleared with this how we can predict our emotion from the text. So again I am showing you the process. First what we have done, we have build a detection AI model from zero to hero coding language. Okay. First we have importing some libraries. You can take the screenshot all and all. Okay. So to do the things you can again you can build your own AI. Okay. Whether you are predicting the correct prediction or not. If the prediction is not correct, you can train again and again. Okay. After that the model learns from your training, then you can easily this. Okay. So you can also join our course, like if you don't miss to your career build a AI and ML, you can join in our course. There is a given number inside below the module. You can take a screenshot, you can note it. Okay. So if you want to do this, you can do it perfectly. Okay. So if you want to enroll with our course, you can learn many things, advanced things. You will learn all the technical parts, all the related to the AI, ML, Python, and all the deep learning models. Also, you can learn from the data science. Those are the very current technology, and the salary and the skills are very important for those, right? So you can take a note of this. Okay, whether you are interested or not, you can call us. Okay, for those. Now, after that, the importing library we have done, creating an emotion dataset. We have created successfully emotion dataset. Next, we are converting the text to numbers, right? Then we are splitting. Why you are splitting? Training means like learning part, testing means checking part. So train and test accuracy is the very important. Why? Why important? Because we have to predict our emotions. Okay. Then we can easily do the steps, right? So these are the process how we can go ahead. After that, what we do, we have trained our emotion model. We have taken a model called the multinomial db nb, then we can learn our model, then we are getting the test accuracy. After that, we are simplifying a true condition and enter your text. If we do any other text, it's happy. Next thing, the output is also happy. If we click it on exit, the model will stop running. That is how you can build your own AI models. Okay. Now comes to the conclusion part. What we have done till now, like data collection, data pre-processed data. Next we have done training our model. Next we have done making the prediction. Okay. So now congratulations to everyone. You have successfully built your AI model and testing, evaluating your model. Like if the testing part is 85% and greater, you can say that there is a better accuracy. So perception rate like 0.90 and recall rate can be 0.85 and if1 score rate can be 0.87. Okay. Now the real world applications of emotion detection, like enhancing customer interaction. At the beginning of this session, we have already discussed analyzing the social media sentiment, taste trends, supporting the mental health profession, improve marketing strategy, then facing the experience design. Those are okay. The ambiguity in language, like challenges in emotion detection, there should be some ambiguity in languages. Okay, there should be some contextual understanding. So this workshop highlights the importance of the AI interpreting the human intelligence. Okay, throughout the text. So students are encouraged to continue the next exploring NLP, build upon their skills. So you can enroll easily with us. That is showed in the screen. Okay, you can enroll. So now we are concluding our sessions. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed these sessions a lot. Okay. If you're interested with us, we can enroll for the advanced course also. Okay, so congratulations to everyone. So you can enroll our course for the this one.